I'm going to go check the page too. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to quickly check our technology and make sure. Okay, yay, we are officially live in, hold on a second, where am I going? Okay, I'm going back over here. Okay, so good evening, everybody. My name is Christy Goodman, and I am a company vice president here at Park Lane Jewelry, and I'm so excited tonight because I am going to get to share with all of you a little bit about Park Lane, but also have you guys hear one of our newer stylists, branch director, Crystal Elwell, her story at Park Lane, and have her share a little bit with you on her journey in direct sales, etc. So you're going to see her sitting over here in her cute little hat for a few minutes while I share a little bit about just some of the things that we find are very common questions in joining this business in general, as well as what Park Lane has to offer. So before I jump into that, I do want to introduce myself and say a little bit about my backstory. So I actually have been with Park Lane for about 3.5 years. But I've been in direct sales for 14 years, and I've always been in jewelry. I find that I'm very fortunate to have lucked upon that in the beginning. And I will share with you lots of reasons why I love jewelry. But it wasn't a strategy that I started with, but I have absolutely fallen in love with it and would not do anything else because it just really is, in my opinion, the best place to be. But maybe you were brought here into this group from being a hostess. Maybe you were a hostess and you loved the experience and your stylist was like, you need to, jump in this group and learn more. Maybe you were or are like a repeat shopper. Maybe you're like one of those girls that has an impression obsession. You shop, and today you bought the red poinsettia bracelet because the red poinsettia impression bracelet dropped today for the 3rd time. So if you need that bracelet in your life, shop tonight with your stylist. But maybe you're just an avid shopper and she's like, maybe you need to learn a little bit about our VIP shopper experience. Whatever brought you here, we are so glad that you're here. And I'm going to answer the most common questions that we get asked and then kind of share Crystal's experience. So first and foremost, why direct sales? Like, why would you even consider doing this? Well, I will first say that the world is changing. 14 years ago when I joined, it wasn't necessarily the culture that we are in now, but I would say most people have or want some sort of secondary way to make income. Whether you have a primary job, whether your spouse has a job and you stay at home, whatever it is, most of us want an extra source of income. Maybe it's stability you want to create for yourself because your full-time job, I mean, these days, guys, being an employee isn't as stable as we used to think it was. So maybe you're like, I want to have some sort of security. Maybe it's just that you want an extra $300 a month in order to pay for, extra ballet lessons, or because you want cute, pillows on your couch more often. You don't want to have to worry about it. Or maybe it's that you want to pay off some debt. Whatever it is, the flexibility in direct sales gives you that opportunity. I have a really good friend who recently is going through a divorce, and she's got a lot of extra expenses. So she's jumped into this business because of the flexibility it can allow her around her daughters and her job. So flexibility, I would say, is the best thing around direct sales. Secondly, I will say that there's no glass ceiling. So you truly can do as much or as little as you want to, depending on what works with your family. So if you are wanting to, again, jump in and do an extra 300, do you think, but then you get in and you're like, okay, I think I could actually do more. Like, I am shocked that these people can sell so much. Maybe I could do a little bit more. Then you can. And so truly there is no cap as to what you can do and no manager telling you that you have to or don't have to do certain things. Okay. Why jewelry? First and foremost, it's simple. Okay. It requires no education. I mean, look how Crystal is over there. She's so cute. And, she might pop into Starbucks and somebody might go, oh my gosh, I love that necklace. Because by the way, our influencer necklace will get you a lot of compliments. And she can say, oh my gosh, it's actually one of my top sellers. I'm happy to send you a cart with it in there and you can go peek at my website. And literally with the way Park Lane works, you could pop that necklace into a cart and text it to that I don't even want to call them a customer yet because it was like just a person you met at Starbucks, but then they could become your customer by you being able to do that. It's simple and easy. It's one of the most complimented or the most complimented item in an outfit. The beauty of that is that it does open up conversation. It requires no education. So you don't have to explain science or, how to intermingle it in with maybe a current skincare regimen or maybe with some medication that they're taking. And I'm referencing like the healthcare industry or, skincare industry within the direct sales network marketing industry itself. That's why I like jewelry, is because it doesn't require any education. It's just, is it cute or is it not? Also, 47% of women say they prefer jewelry as a gift. So it's a very giftable item. Not only are people buying it for themselves, especially right now. I mean, we have sold so many gifts right now, and our jewelry comes in the cute little packaging, so you can put a bow on it, whatever holiday you are wanting to gift it for. So your customers are not only going to be shopping for themselves, they'll be shopping for other people, which means they will purchase more. So those are some simple things that I love about selling jewelry. The other thing, it's very portable. So for example, all of my parties now I do online. I did in-person business for 12 years. I now do all my parties online. I have a feeling that's probably one of the only reasons Crystal joined, is that she can do it online. Yeah. So we'll have to hear about that. But the beauty is that I can do it from anywhere. So if I want to go skiing over the holidays, but yet I kind of want to earn a little bit of extra money while I'm there to pay for my condominium, then I can take my jewelry and our cute little, we have these little jewelry rolls where you could literally just roll up your jewelry, pack it into your purse, 3 or 4 of them, and you could literally do a party from your table in your condominium. You can go to Starbucks, share it with some friends at Starbucks. You can take it to work. It's very portable and easy to share. So I love those things about jewelry itself. The third question I get asked a lot is why Park Lane? And I love answering this question, and Crystal's going to share more too. But I was with another jewelry company for 10 years. And so I feel like I have a really good idea of what is different about Park Lane than other companies. And I'll start with the first. We are a 66-year-old company and family owned. Why is that important? Because you are talking secure. This company is debt-free. It is cash rich. It is not a startup, which I started with a startup, and I thought in this business that was an asset. It can be, but also you have to remember there were a lot of growing pains with startups. And so with Park Lane, they have figured it out. The psychology of customers, the psychology of hostesses, and of the stylist force, what keeps us all ticking, what gets us to respond at whatever time of the year it is. Park Lane has a solution. For example, today, they all of a sudden dropped our red poinsettia bracelet. Well, all of us stylists, are sad when it says sold out in 24 hours before. So what do? We run to then sell more of them right here before Christmas, where yesterday was our last day for guaranteed shipping. So a lot of times, you might wake up the next day and go, okay, I'm going to take a break now. No. The red poinsettia bracelet dropped. Let me go shout it from the rooftops to my customers, because there was a lot that wanted them, and it gets us inspired and motivated to go sell, but it also gets our customers excited to keep shopping. And there are many things that Park Lane does like this, just because they have the years of experience in retail. Okay. We are family owned as well. So the founders' children run the company, and the grandchildren are over there carrying boxes, running different departments and all the things. It's really a beautiful thing. I love that we only sell jewelry. We will never be any different. That is important, because when you start to layer in other things, it becomes challenging as a stylist to know all the things. So most of us, 90% of us, do this on top of another job. So it's made to be very simple and duplicatable. The way we do diversify ourselves is through style type. So we've got edgy, we've got trendy, we've got blingy, we've got classic, we've got simple, delicate, like you name it. If you are thinking about doing this and you've been to the website and seen something you don't like, that's a good thing because you're not only selling to you, you want to be able to have a large variety of items that are different style types. Because when you do your online parties and your hostesses bring their friends from, you know, New York and LA and Miami and, you know, Kentucky, it's going to be very diverse, the style types. Because when you're partying online, you literally can invite from all over the country. This is an asset. So I love that we only do jewelry, but I love that we do diversify. We also have incredible programs that truly benefit you. Okay. So first of all, our customer sale, if you've shopped our customer sale, it's brilliant because our customers can buy 2 pieces full price, get 4 half off. What that means is that as women, we don't really like to let go a deal. So we take advantage. And I have found that my average order sizes go up because people don't want to, you know, leave a half price item on the table. So that benefits us as stylists, but our customers also love it. And there are constantly specials going on right now. Our customers can spend $90, they get free shipping at $90, and then they can go back and get a BOGO, which is any item up to $200 for $30. And then $100 free item. So customers are motivated, avid Park Lane lovers want to come back and shop. So our customer sale is incredible and they constantly make it, you know, where it teases the customer, to be honest. Secondly, our hostess plan is brilliant. So our hostesses get spoiled. Crystal actually started as a hostess. So our average hostess earns about $400 in free jewelry, which is crazy. Our hostesses get paid in free jewelry per order. So if for every order, it's $20, but when they hit 10 orders, it doubles to 40. So your customer is then really inspired and motivated to, not your customer, your hostess, to help you go get more orders because she gets more free jewelry. But I also love that it doesn't alienate different demographics. So if you've got a really young group that doesn't have discretionary income, they could still get 10 orders, maybe smaller orders, but the hostess still gets the same amount of free jewelry. So it's wonderful, the hostess plan. Also, our stylists are paid at one of the highest paid comp plans in the industry. We get paid 30 to 50%, which is incredible. As quickly as our first bump up in leadership, which is one new person joining your team, which could be your sister, your cousin, your best friend, whatever. You immediately go from 30 to 35%, which Crystal did in your first 2 weeks, I think. 1 week, first week. Oh, first day she brought along a friend. And now she earns 35% in commission, and that never goes away. And she'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute, but it is one of the things that's very different about Park Lane is our commission rate doesn't change once you get bumped up. You're always at that rate. Also, every month we have a monthly free jewelry program. So if you're wondering, okay, how do these girls get all this jewelry? How are they able to do giveaways? We get it for free. So every month you can earn between $250 and $1,100 in free jewelry, which is insane. And I mean, I've got a drawer back here just stuffed full of jewelry. So that is how we're able to do our giveaways. And you'll be able to take advantage of that as well every single week. That was important to me because in leading and helping other women grow their businesses, I know that we want to keep that money in our pocket that we earn. We don't want to then be going and investing in inventory, et cetera. We don't do inventory. We have the samples that we show. That's what we wear. These are the pieces that I wear. This is the pieces that I show. So there's no inventory and I'm able to keep that commission in my pocket. We do 2 trips a year, which is really fun, 2 really fabulous all-inclusive trips. All right. So we've been, since I've been with Park Lane, Greece, Rome, Ireland, St. Martin. We just finished at Aruba earning period and a new trip, which will be you if you're watching this and you just decide, let's just try this. Give it a try. Nothing to lose. we will start a new trip earning period in January. So you could be on that trip with us. So 2 all expenses paid trips a year. And we also have a Mercedes car plan, which is really cool because you very early on can begin earning this. It is not reserved for our creme de la creme. It's reserved. It starts at our first leadership level promotion. You can begin earning, or you can earn your way into the club. And you will get a bonus monthly to either get a Mercedes if you want to get a Mercedes, or you can just take the cash and do with whatever you want. Okay. It comes in the form of a bonus. It's kind of fun to have a Mercedes, but you don't have to, because sometimes that's not what you want. So women like options. So we do have a Mercedes car program. And the other thing, and then I'm going to kick it over to Crystal, is something super unique to Park Lane. We actually have something called a direct appoint program. So if you are somebody that's watching this video, or you've got a friend that has industry experience, maybe you were like Crystal and she actually came from skincare for about 20 years, or maybe you were with another jewelry company, or maybe you've sold CBD, or maybe you were with, I can't think, health and wellness, something. It's hard to sometimes imagine switching companies because maybe you've worked your way up a comp plan. Maybe you have a team and you're like, I would never go join another corporate job and get a bump down in income. I don't want that to happen. How could I switch companies? Well, at Park Lane, we recognize experience. So if you have got leadership experience within this industry, network marketing, direct sales, Park Lane will actually recognize that and bring you in at a higher compensation rate, which is incredible. It's how I was able to join. The fact that they recognize you've got experience, they value that. We value that. So if you do know that you could be recognized at the level that you're at the moment you come into Park Lane and be earning more. So if you are interested in learning more about that, let us know and we can hook you up with our national director and you can get information on that. So, okay. I want Crystal, I'm now going to kick it over to you. Crystal is, let me actually take it off the speaker view. Okay. Crystal, tell us a little bit about your personal life.
Personal life. Let's see. I am in full-time ministry. So I am a worship pastor. And I've been here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I've been with that church for about 16 years, been full-time for about, 4 or 5 years, and became the worship pastor about a year and a half ago. So, and then I have 3 kiddos. I have a sophomore in high school who plays rec soccer. She also plays for the high school team, has a game tomorrow night. I have a junior high daughter who is on the basketball team, was just in her first musical, and she also plays rec soccer that my husband happens to coach. He also coaches my son who's in 4th grade. Is this sounding crazy yet? He also coaches my son on an elite team for the city. So yeah,
You're busy.
and my mother-in-law lives with us. We got a pandemic puppy. I mean, every day is different for the Elwell crew.
So, and that's why I wanted Crystal to share, because I'm sure many of you are going, I don't know if I have time to put this in. So Crystal, tell a little bit about how you ended up getting connected with Park Lane.
Okay. So it's not sad to say, but it's a testament to you, Christy, and it's a testament to this team and how you guys give us the materials for success. So when I attended a party, and then ended up hosting a party, one of my friends that attended the party that I hosted, she said, I've invited you to like 3 Park Lane parties. And I was like, I don't think I've ever even heard of Park Lane, or I kind of associated it with their style, which is different than mine. And so the reason I jumped on that live that night is because you messaged me, Christy. So the way that you and this team, the way that you really care for people, like we know that this business is just a bridge to relationship. And that really spoke to me because that's what I've done for the last 20 years. I mean, some of my really good friends I have met through direct sales. And there are people that they've left companies that I stayed with or vice versa, and we still go to lunch. We still pray for one another, right? All these things. So that really appealed to me. And I just kind of happened to join the live that night.
Well, and I'm going to stop you there and say, our team has figured out a system in these online parties to really help us succeed. And it's been a lot of trial and error since the pandemic, but we have created all together. I mean, it's a cumulative effort of a system that works. And so one of the tips is to message the customers to let them know that you're there to help them. And Crystal, that's what she's referring to. So it's a testament to, yay, that little bit of effort works.
And it is a team effort, right?
Yes,
so it's
it is
not just
effort.
Christy
putting
out all this stuff. It is Sarah creating this graphic and Tish doing this thing. Like, it's just so awesome. I love it.
But share a little bit about that, because a lot of people don't understand how, when you join, do you have to create this stuff? Like, you're busy.
Gosh.
How in the world did you join? And just,
So obviously in my previous companies, so I've been with two, again, only skincare. The first company, we did have to keep stock. Graphics, social media wasn't a thing, right? Because it was 2001 is when I joined. I started in direct sales. So like it has become a whole different thing with the internet and social media. So when I switched companies in 2017, that was such a breath of fresh air because they had like a design team. And I was like, this is actually branding that I resonate with, that I relate to. And I feel confident sharing because it's classic, but also cool. So that was like a breath of fresh air. And I didn't have to do stock. Like, there were just so many things. But as far as some of the team training and the party thing, it was like our director just spinning plates to make sure that everybody was doing their thing. Everybody felt equipped. I just saw her working her tail off almost every minute, and she loved it, right? She loves that connection with people. But I mean, just tirelessly working. And so I think in that same way, like you said, no stock, love it. Like the branding, love it. Like it was a natural progression from what I loved about the last company I was with, that I had no intentions of making the switch. I tell people all the time on my parties, I wasn't looking for Park Lane. Park Lane found me. And so there are so many reasons that I joined Park Lane. But again, like you said, the longevity, my previous company, same thing, 50, 60 years in the industry. So Park Lane having 66, I was like, check, no stock, check, and then the checks kept going. Commission, weekly payout, free jewelry. I don't have to, it was awesome.
So from a technology perspective, that's one of the things I remember you sharing with me that you love that Park Lane did and was very progressive on. Can you share with people what spoke to you?
So, I mean, specifically, there are a certain like apps or programs that you guys utilize. So we use the Boards app, we use SenseShare. These are things I'd never even heard of. And I would think that my previous company, I saw them as cutting edge for what they were doing, right? Especially for where they're located in the US. Like, I'm like, you're at a peak place for this business. But, the simplest thing is that I can just, I don't know, copy paste. I can share. Like, I'm not having to learn Canva. I'm not having to I'm not having to sit here and take up literally hours because I'm not tech like illiterate, but I'm not tech savvy.
Right.
So to create a graphic would take me quite a bit of time versus having access to the Boards app, where they're updating it. It's holiday, it's new promotion, it's poinsettia. Like, if Park Lane hits send on an incentive, our team has graphics and a text that you can send to your friends, like ready to go. So just the way that they utilize technology, and that you don't have to like reinvent the wheel, I guess. I don't know. I was blown away, and like, why doesn't everybody do this?
Well, and that's why I wanted you to share that, because I know that really spoke to you. And I know a lot of people do feel like, I'm not tech savvy. Like, how do they do these online parties, and who provides this for them? And that's what I'm saying. Our team provides the resources. You just got to put your train on the track and get going. So share really, quickly, just how you got yourself on the track and got going, and kind of what your success has been. Because I know you've been surprised yourself.
I've been very surprised. I've been surprised at my success. And I think I was telling you earlier, I've been actually surprised at just me and how I've shown up and how I've worked this business. It was something that I always felt deep down inside. Like, that's why I've been in direct sales for 20 something years, is because there was always something about it that appealed to me. And so, I mean, honestly, when I had that party, I had somebody from my party wanting to sign up while you were talking to me about signing up. I'm like, okay, somebody else is catching the fever, right? And then you just said like, hey, here's what your commission would be. And I was like, wait, what? Because that 1 week commission was more than I had made in 2 or 3 months in the company I was with. And I was like, okay, maybe this is a one-time thing. But then my next commission check was double that one, and so on and so forth, to where I've made more in I think I joined October 7th. So I'm like 2.5 months in. I've made more in 2.5 months than probably double what I made. I don't even know, Christy. I don't even know. Like, I would have to go look, because I mean, my highest
Blowing you away.
My highest month in the previous company was, and again, you talked about the psychology of buying, was when we rebranded as a company and we put some products on sale, and I had a $3,000 month. Like, why? Because it was on sale. I had a $3,000 month, and my commission check was $900 for the month. My second commission check with Park Lane was $900
for the week.
For the week.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is supposed to be 2 digits. This is $99, right? This is not $900.
Right. Well, that's why I wanted you to share, because and let me just let you hit on how you're doing this around your family and your job, because so like the ease of it, etc. Kind of explain that to people.
And it definitely is a conversation, because again, we have soccer games, we have soccer practice, we have concerts, we have, right? I'm gonna have to be up at church some nights, that all changes. So one thing that I really wanted to commit to was, I really wasn't thinking about the money. For me, I knew how much I loved it. I saw how much my friends loved it. And then that I booked a party or two. And so I was just like, I want to come out of the gate running to have a good foundation. And again, it's the people, it's those connections. So I wanted to get customers, and I wanted to get hostesses. And that was my focus, was to make connections with this business. And so by just running hard and fast after that relational aspect. And again, like you said, it is a partnership. I am just as happy if somebody gets a 5 order party as if they get a 15 order party, because it is about them. It is about them earning it for free. Like, that is honestly how I feel. And that's also been a mindset shift for me. In the past, I was just trying to get $300 for the month. I just, an extra $300 that would justify the time and effort I'm putting into this. Even $500 would be like a miracle, right? And so, and I'm not saying that that can't be somebody's focus, right? But for me, my focus is really on the hostess. I want to get my customers the best deal. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've had a customer have a small cart that's over $200, and I put 2 more items in their cart and it drops at $40. Like, I want them to get the good deals. I want them to save money. And so that's been, yeah, I think that's been the success, is because of the way, like, I think one of my first training videos I watched, again, it was on the Boards app. They said the hostess is the heart of this business. And that is so true. I love connecting with people and just helping them.
Mhm.
And partnering
And
with
that goes into, you know, our hostess plan is so lucrative for them. So if you've wondered, okay, how do I keep this business going? It's because when you come to a party or you do a party and you share all the cute jewelry and you help your customers or potential customers build their wish list, it's always larger than they want to get. Always. And so you share with them what our company will do for them. It's not out of your pocket. It's out of Park Lane's pocket. What the company will do for them, you know, in doing an online party, you know, they're not having to clean the floors or, you know, pour wine or make, you know, mini quiches or whatever.
Yeah.
So the company does that, and it's simple, and they can earn so much in free jewelry. Why not try it? That's how you continue to bring business into your business. That's how you continue to get new hostesses. You're not always selling to your friends and family at all. So
And I think, and Park Lane really incentivizes us as stylists well. And what I tell people at every party is that Park Lane spoils their customers with the customer special, their hostesses with the rewards. I mean, they double it they give away $400, and then they spoil their stylists just as much as they spoil our shoppers, right? And that, to me, that is so telling of the just the professionalism and the actual care that this company has. And so, you know, one thing that also kept me going is I was like, okay, I have to sell 1,000 in 2 weeks and I get $250 in free jewelry. Okay, I'm gonna work. I'm like, sure, I'll do that. And then what just happened this week? I won a Michael Kors bag. Like,
yes.
what? And my husband was like, wait, you didn't win like a teddy bear with the Park Lane logo? Wait, you didn't win another tote, like,
or t-shirt
or a t-shirt or yeah. So we were watching that live together when they called my name. My husband has been a partner with me. My family's been a partner with me. I have said, hey, out of the gate, here's what I'm thinking about doing, blah, blah, blah. And then in the new year here, I think I'm going to party 2 days a week. What do y'all think about that? Right. So they know mom has a Zoom, oven's on, dinner's in the oven. When we hang up, I'll actually eat with them, and then I'm going to party in a little bit. But yeah. So anyway, we were watching that live that somebody tagged me in, and they called my name for the Michael Kors bag. My husband literally got goosebumps.
Oh,
he knows,
I love it.
He knows that he has seen it in me all along. And he knows that for the first time in 20 years, I'm aligned with the company that I don't know. It's hard to put into words, but absolutely for my lifestyle, this has been the best decision I've ever made. The fact that the hardest thing I have to do is make this bed every time I have a party. Like, literally, I'm like, it's Thursday, I gotta make my bed because I have a party. Like, literally, that is.
This is where you do your parties, right here.
Do my parties. Yeah, this is.
And that's something I want to point out too. You don't have to have a studio. You don't have to have that we've got stylists that do them in their closets. You know, they just have a backdrop. We've got stylists that literally got like a little like thing to put up, in front of their whatever that's behind it. So you can do it wherever. Well, Crystal, I so appreciate your heart. I appreciate your, sharing your story. And we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to all the things we love. We would love for you to join us. Now is an amazing time. We know a lot of people make decisions around the holidays about what they want to do different in 2022. Maybe you've been a very, very loyal customer and you're like, you know what? I'm kind of interested in this VIP shopper experience, where basically you just come in, you join, you join the company and you get cash back on your purchases. Maybe that's something you're interested in, and just kind of see what kind of things you could get, for less expensive, and maybe take advantage of some of the promos, Park Lane does for their stylists. Or maybe you're like, I really do want an extra 500 or extra $1,000 in the business as extra money. We would love to help you get going. It is an amazing time to do so. So thanks for listening. Thanks, Crystal.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.